What's up, YouTube? It's FuzzyMotion, and today we're going to be talking about some of the comments that were left in the last couple of videos, and some of the sentiment that you guys feel. This gameplay you're watching is Subzero. I haven't posted a Subzero gameplay, although I played it a few times, and my general impression of it is that I don't like it. You're seeing me using MTAR here with basically just my sprinting around class, silencer. It's got a grip on it, and no optic, you know, because this is the worst iron sight in the game, in Call of Duty ever, but still, I force myself to use it because other attachments are just that much more important. It's a pretty good gameplay. I don't want to give too much away, but let's go ahead and just talk about today's topics. First of all, I do read a lot of the comments you guys give, and by the way, I do want to thank you for the comments because, you know, I do like and respect your opinion, and that's kind of why that we even have this wonderful community of Call of Duty players so that we can share our opinions and such. And I really do appreciate you guys doing it in such a wonderful and generous, generally respectful way. I mean, you know, I haven't really run into any assholes as of late, and that's not to say that they don't exist on the internet, but you know what I'm saying, right? You know, there's usually like a troll or a guy that's just a fucking douche. Not much you can do about that. I don't know how I didn't kill that guy, but we're gonna roll up on him with the dual PP6. See you later, buddy. Man, I don't use those enough. There's so many guns and combinations I don't use enough in this game, but you know what? That's gonna change. We're gonna play the shit out of this game and use everything that we can until it's pretty much dead in October. But anyway, I was reading some of the comments, and some people said that they actually liked the new DLC map packs. And you know, you're more than entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say that anyone's wrong when it comes to their opinion on maps. You know, it's not my cup of tea. Similarly, I think that a lot of these maps have become a lot smaller since the release of the game. I mean, you know, you don't really see any maps kind of like the original snow map. I forget the names of these games, but I mean, look at the original launch slate for the maps that came with Call of Duty Ghosts. They were just very large. You know, they were like broken. You could break them up into like 4 sections. You got like, you know, back spawns, so that's like 2, and then you got like middle right and middle left. I don't mind those kind of maps, especially because, you know, I'm mainly an AR player, so I enjoy getting to pick people off from range and picking out where people might spawn and different lookout points. Now, the thing is, when it comes to putting a lot of verticality in your game, and then you got to worry about different places that you could be, and then you've got like 20 different checkoff points before you walk out of a door, it becomes a little tough. But having said all that, I still do like some of the larger maps, especially for Dom and Ground War, which I haven't played enough of because, like I said, the maps just keep getting smaller and smaller. This map is probably half the size of Octane when you think about it. If you cut from gas over to strip, right, and you've got back garage, and you've got back strip, that's pretty much the size of most of these new maps. Maybe this map's a little bit bigger. And one of the reasons you're seeing I don't really like Subzero as a map is right now because, you know, visibility. I can't stand on Sovereign when someone gets a gas, you know, the level centric kill streak, which is you know, Halon gas, and it makes it so that nobody can see anything. I think that's the dumbest kill streak ever. This one at least gives you something that kind of runs around and kills people, which is a little bit better. It's like Halon gas on steroids, but basically it's the same effect, and that's kind of the reason I don't really enjoy this map or this kill streak, because I can't see anything, you know, and it makes my AR pretty useless. So, you know, some people said that they enjoyed the maps, and that's cool. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say you're stupid or whatever, you're an idiot. That's you know, totally up to you. If you like the maps, more power to you. Please play the maps so that we have something to do when we jump into these games. They're not really for me, but you know, that's to be expected. And I don't think we've had a big map since any of the DLC. I mean, if you count maybe the pyramid map. The pyramid map maybe is a large map, but I mean, look back at pretty much the entire DLC launch slate. What is Invasion, Devastation, and Nemesis, and Onslaught. I don't think any of them have been large-scale maps, kind of in the same vein of what's been originally released, which is interesting. The other thing that was touched upon is the competitive Call of Duty idea that there should be 5 game modes. Now, this is something I'm definitely going to defend my original point. I think that having 5 game modes is detrimental. Number one, because, you know, remember, the competitive Call of Duty, it's not like a sport, it's not like a sacred thing. It's, you know, it's something that depends very heavily on viewership. and people love watching search and destroy. When you put 5 game modes in, mathematically that means that if somebody gets 3-0'd, right, there's a chance that you might miss out on 2 game modes, right? One of them might be search. Because think about it, in a game 5 where everything's on the line, you definitely want to have something climactic, something suspenseful, something that if you make one mistake, everything just falls to shit. And that kind of pressure, and seeing how pros, handle that sort of pressure and perform under that sort of pressure, is what makes competitive Call of Duty so interesting to watch. Taking that away and kind of giving it more filler with uplink and things like that. I mean, uplink might be a very fun game mode, and I'm not taking that away. I haven't even played the game. I've only seen screenshots and gameplay footage and people's opinions of it, but, uplink might be one of the best new game modes in Call of Duty. That having been said, I don't think that we should add 5 game modes into competitive. I think that we should kind of figure out what game modes those should be. Maybe we take out, Capture the Flag. I know that Nadeshot's a big fan of Capture the Flag. He thinks that knowing those spawns and those cutoff points, but maybe it's just time, just kind of like Domination's just old school Call of Duty, and we're a little sick of it. Maybe we're just sick of Capture the Flag. And a year without it, I don't really feel the need to go play it again. Hardpoint's one thing. I miss Hardpoint because Hardpoint was very fast-paced. But I don't really miss Capture the Flag. Maybe we replace Capture the Flag with uplink. Maybe we replace, Capture the Flag with another game type. But I don't really think we're going to take out Hardpoint. That's too fast-paced. And I don't think for 1 minute we're going to take out Search and Destroy. Because Search and Destroy is, without a doubt, the most exciting game type in Call of Duty to watch. Well, there's the gameplay, guys. I went 24-1. That one death was a little shitty, but you know what? What are you going to do? I really, like I said, this map just isn't for me. What can I say? I'll play it. I'll play it for a couple months, but, if I had my fair share, I wouldn't do it. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. Thanks so much for commenting and your support. YouTube, we'll see you in the next video.